How I managed to get 2 smart TVs stolen from the same property in the same week. My name is Ryan from Next Level Property Investing, part of the Luke Holmes Academy, teaching entrepreneurs just like yourself how to acquire property fast. So Airbnb is a great strategy and so serviced accommodation, but it's not just as simple as crunching the right numbers and making sure the numbers on the spreadsheet work. You've got to make sure that the locations are safe and that they're also going to, cause less hassle and not many headaches as well with it. We had a property that we took on, stacked on the numbers on the spreadsheet, the gut feeling checked out when we walked around it, we kitted it out quite nicely, but the area just wasn't right for serviced accommodation. Over time, we ran it for about 6-7 months. The tenant profile or the guest profile that we got through the property wasn't great because it was a bit out of area. It was only a 2-bed flat. We had to try to sleep 5. We had to try to sleep 7. It was just too many, and the nightly rate was quite low. So obviously it attracted quite a low quality guest, and the property got abused, and it just wasn't a very good experience. But it was a great learning experience for us. But we actually. What happened was the property was clearly it was cased. There was obviously someone on that street was watching how people were going in and out of the property, and one day the cleaners went in and TV had gone, fridge freezer had gone, washing machine had gone. They'd properly cased the joint out. They must have parked the van right outside, came in and took everything straight out of it. So we put obviously an insurance claim in for it, and we then got everything put back into the property. And I kid you not, the insurance assessor came round at 12 o'clock, met our head cleaner who sat on the property whilst it happened, watched TV, had a cup of coffee, and then 4 o'clock that afternoon we had some guests check in, and they emailed the guest handlers saying, where's the smart TV that was advertised on the pictures? Obviously we rang the head cleaner and we found out that there was a TV and someone had been back in, wrapped it back up in one of the duvets and took the smart TV out. So within a week we'd had 2 smart TVs stolen out the same property, and there's nothing more than you don't have to be a CID detective to work out that somebody on that street was watching that house. So that made the decision for us. We shut the property down, we moved the guest, and we just put it back to a single let. So it's not all property will work on this strategy, and it's not just about the numbers on a spreadsheet. It's not just about your gut feeling. You've got to really do a bit of due diligence in terms of crime and the tenant profiles that are hanging around in these type of streets. And you may even want to watch the streets at various different times of day. See what they're like on a night, see what they're like on a morning. And I know that might sound a bit, time laborious and might not have the time to do all that. But at the end of the day, we had a lot of headaches with this one property. We had a lot of hassle with it. We had a lot of bad guests through it, and ultimately, it cost us money. We couldn't claim for the second TV on the insurance policy. So we did lose money on that. But these are some of the that's by far, don't get me wrong, that is the worst thing that's happened to us, and a great learning experience, because at that time we were acquiring so many properties quickly that I just thought every property worked. As long as the numbers worked on the spreadsheet, they would work. And we kind of forget, and you get lost in the momentum of it all, that certain areas you've got to be wary of. Not all areas in the UK are nice areas. There's a lot of poverty areas, and there's a lot of areas with low income, and a lot of areas where unfortunately there's thieves and burglars and people like that live and hang out. So when they see a lockbox potentially on a wall, or they see people going in and out of these properties, and they realize they're not the same person, it doesn't take a genius to Google a postcode on Airbnb or booking.com and find out that's the property. They can see exactly what's in the property from those photographs, the case the joint, and they decide to take what's not theirs, and ultimately we were protected, thankfully, through the insurance policy. So it didn't cost us a huge amount of money, but it was a great learning experience, and something that I want to share with you guys, because everyone can do the analysis, everyone can do the right due diligence, but ultimately you've got to also dig a bit deeper and make sure that the property is in the right location, in the right part of the UK, not just to attract bookings, but to protect the property as well. There's no good getting lots. This place got lots of bookings. It did very well for us on the front end, but the hassle factor, the damage, and then ultimately the final nail in the coffin was, the double burglary was enough to say this strategy will not work on this property. So hope it helps. As always, I'm dropping videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you want to take your journey to the next level, head over to nextlevelpropertyinvesting.com and book a free strategy call with myself. 15-20 minutes. We'll just throw a few ideas around, might be able to help you, might not be able to help you, and if you want to take it to the next level, I can tell you exactly how we can do that at the Academy. Take care.